This is the Ram, an exotic Warlock helmet released with the House of Wolves DLC. This helmet's well known for its crazy survivability, as well as its striking looks, just like the Celestial Nighthawk. In this review, we'll be looking at what this helmet does exactly, where you should be using it, and if it's any good. Okay, let's find out what this thing does. So the first perk it gets, it's called Infusion. Every time you pick up an Orb of Light, it'll replenish your health. This is very useful in fights such as Crota's End, and more similar encounters that you really need that extra survivability, and that's what this helmet is all about. The next perk is called Scholar's Draw. Scholar's Draw allows you to get more super energy upon melee kills, and that's what this helmet is all about, meleeing people. You will do that a lot. The third and final perk is called Strength of the Ram. Strength of the Ram gives you more armor, and also gives you lifesteal on every single Voidwalker hit. This makes this helmet crazy powerful and allows you to survive a lot longer than you would have before. The lifesteal ability only works with the Voidwalker subclass, however you can still take advantage of the armor boost, and it pretty much gives you a free radiant skin if you're on your Sunsinger. To give you an idea of how much extra armor you actually get, just take this into account. In PvP, you can take 2 thorn shots to the head. No other class in the game has this ability, except for the Voidwalker now. I think we can all agree that this helmet is pretty great inside of PvE. It has great survivability and manages to keep you alive even when you shouldn't be. I think Voidwalkers have been lacking the survivability all along, considering that the Sunsinger has the ability to self-resurrect. I think one thing that I forgot to mention was the ability to have more than one melee perk activated. For example, you always get lifesteal with this helmet on, so you can also use Soul Rip and it'll give you more super energy upon kills. I think honestly, the armor buff is enough of a reason to use this in PvP, but having the additional lifesteal effect is just the cherry on the cake. I mean, it's just like the Nothing Manacles. You get 2 grenades and then you get tracking. With this one you get extra armor, and then you get lifesteal on every hit. Although lifesteal is very, very powerful, it's not going to save you from situations like these. To be honest, this helmet has a little bit of a learning curve to it. You're not going to be able to do amazing your first time going in with it because it requires a certain style of play. You're going to need to get into your enemy's face, and you're going to melee them repeatedly. If you like to be an over-aggressive Voidwalker that uses Blink and jumps into people's faces, this is probably the perfect exotic for you. If you enjoy sitting back with a sniper rifle, this exotic piece may not be a benefit to you. However, I wouldn't worry about it because if you're anything like me, I like to adapt several styles of play, and I'll either snipe, use a shotgun, or maybe even a fusion rifle sometimes. As you can see here, the helmet's actually a pretty good defense to Thorn, although these enemies over here kind of shredded me. But as you can see here, shotguns just kind of say no to the helmet. A cool fact about the Ram is that you can actually melee someone's dead orb in Skirmish or Trials of Osiris, and this will still give you the lifesteal hit. This can be pretty useful if you were low on health and you need to regen a bit. Alright guys, so a quick conclusion of what we talked about today. This helmet's pretty good for survivability, and I would totally recommend it for that purpose. It's good inside both PvE and PvP. Is it better than the Manacles or the Void Fang or the Obsidian Mind? Well, that's a question you might have to ask yourself. What's more valuable to you? Staying alive or regenerating your super completely after killing 8 Thrall? Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next one.